Hello learners, welcome to Neenv IAS. This is our session on science and technology solved previous year mains questions, right? And the topic for this session is energy. So let us see the question. It came in 2018 and the question asks, with growing energy needs, should India keep on expanding its nuclear energy program? Discuss the facts and fears associated with the nuclear energy. So 250 words, 15 marks. So you have quite a word limit. If we understand this question, it's quite easy and straightforward because they have already given you a structure. They have not tried to confuse you in any way, right? So almost all the material in this required rather for this question can be derived from current affairs, because you need to put some examples and why people oppose this and what are the fears and what are the facts. All right, giving example would obviously make your answer stand out. Okay, coming to the blueprint, please start with the some facts. All right, please start with some facts with regards to growing energy demand. In the body, of course, you follow this structure. First you try to answer why India should keep on expanding, and second you try to address the facts and fears associated with the nuclear energy, and of course then in conclusion you try to balance it out. Okay, because see, there are fears, of course, and most probably all of you will try to support this stance asked by the question that India should keep on expanding. So but facts are there, okay, that's fine. Fears are there, so of course some solutions need to be given for the fear part, and that can come in the conclusion part like a way forward. We'll see that. All right, coming to the introduction, straight away start with the fact. International Energy Agency has said that India's energy consumption is expected to surpass that of European Union by 2030, and which is a huge deal. So in this scenario, with climate change, nuclear energy has come out as a potential low carbon energy source. All right, but of course there are both opportunity and concerns which need to be addressed. So link it here. I have given a fact and linked with climate change already. Okay, so this is how you can improve your introductions. Coming to the body part, first section is why India needs to need to keep expanding the nuclear program. First is of course increasing energy demands, and here I have brought a fact by Niti Aayog. They have said that by 2032, 5 to 6 time increase in electricity generation would be needed compared to 2003-2004 levels. For example, Kudankulam, this example is basically of the fact that government is also targeting such targets. Kudankulam nuclear power plant aims to generate 6,000 megawatts of electricity when fully operational. Right? Energy security, like food security, we need energy security also, because we import lot of crude oil, we import lot of other fossil fuels. So heavy reliance on fossil fuels of course increases our export, or rather it is an cost on the exchequer, right? Nuclear energy offers a sustainable path using domestic uranium and thorium reserves. Although we don't have a lot of uranium reserves, but we do have a lot of thorium reserves. And this is why the 3-stage nuclear program will utilize thorium. Okay. All right. So this is key for energy independence. In 2013, 237 million Indians lacked access to electricity, emphasizing the need for nuclear energy for 24-hour power as part of Saubhagya scheme, right? So even government realizes these things, and hence they are opening nuclear power plants, collaborating with other countries. Next point is climate change mitigation. Of course, like I mentioned in the introduction, the low carbon alternative is the nuclear energy, and of course that will help in the nationally determined targets in the Paris climate deal. Next is stable power supply. Now, why stable? Because there are many other renewable resources like sun and wind energy, but the problem with them is they are intermittent in nature. That means, of course, sunlight, the EV, or rather the photovoltaic cells, Rather, the photovoltaic cells won't work in night. Of course, they don't work on moonlight. So sun is not available half the day or half 12 hours. So we need to store that energy somehow. So we need investment in battery. So lot of issues are there to generate and sustainably generate that energy from wind and let's say solar. But this is not the case with the nuclear energy. Hence, it is more stable rather than other let's say renewable sources, right? Although it yes requires high initial investment, but over the period of 30 years or 60 years during which they are operational, their cost of operation is less. Next is technological and diplomatic benefits. We have a nuclear deal with US since 2008. It has given us a benefit of trust, and other countries are also trusting us for nuclear deals, right? Next is NSG. Its talks are going on for India to be included in this membership. The benefit is, of course, we'll get new technology out of this. So this nuclear energy should not be discounted, it should be preferred. Next point, facts supporting nuclear energy, right? Low greenhouse gas emissions, I have already talked about. I have also brought a fact for you. In 2019, nuclear power contributed only 5% to India's total greenhouse gas emissions, but they produced 3.1% of the electricity. So not much difference, all right? It's quite efficient in terms of environment emissions. Next is high efficiency and longevity of the nuclear reactors. See, Tarapur, Kakrapar nuclear power plant, they have demonstrated high output and long operation life up to 60 years, right? Now this is substantial as compared to solar panels. Next is leveraging thorium reserves. Yes, of course, we have world's largest thorium reserves. So of course we need to utilize them, and you have to link this with the 3-stage nuclear program. Next is fear and concerns. See, of course, these are also justified, to be fair. Like there have been catastrophic accidents like Chernobyl, Fukushima, which raise concern about safety. All right, these are rare, agreed, but they are extremely severe. They devastate the surrounding by the radiation, and of course people are affected, animals are affected. Okay, so hence there is a opposition. Radioactive waste, this problem has not been solved till now, and radioactive waste is definitely piling up because of the nuclear reactions. There is no solution out of it. So it is a long-term environmental risks. Other risks are also there, like there is a concern over Kudankulam's hot water discharge into the nearby waters, which might affect the marine life. Next is public resistance and displacement. Of course, the first one is the fear of radiation. You can link it with the nuclear accidents, but there is also issue of land acquisition and community displacement, and these things have led to lot of protests. For example, Jaitapur nuclear power project faced lot of local resistance. Next is initial high cost, and of course it takes long time to build them also. Like Kakrapar Unit 3 project face cost overruns because of the delays. Then nuclear proliferation concerns. Although India has always maintained, and of course it has a track record of peaceful nuclear use, we also have a no first use policy. So, but still countries are apprehensive, and India is also not signing the nuclear non-proliferation treaty, and that is raising concern in international circles. Although India has a proper reason for this, it is justified also, but then again it's an international relation topic. I'll not go into it. Right, coming to the last part, which is conclusion. So here we will again link with things. We'll say that nuclear energy has, of course, immense potential to address India's growing energy need. We agree, we should agree, because the question is asking. So even though you have presented everything, you need to still give your stand. However, here is now way forward is coming. However, going forward, a cautious approach is needed, like R&D in advanced technologies, improving regulation, and ensuring robust safety measures. and of course diversify. So here see the structure of the conclusion. First, if you want, you can summarize your, and you should, or rather you should summarize your stand in one line, then you should give a way forward. If you are not giving any way forward previously, then at the same time you need to link it with diversified energy mix. Like in stock market, it is advised that you should have diversified portfolio. Similarly, here India should have a diversified energy portfolio. It should link to another renewable resources so that we have a sustainable and a secure energy future, right? So I hope you like the structure of the answer. All right, so that is all for this sorry, that is all for this answer. All right, thank you.